Right, so basically this clip shows you how to change the engine oil in your Audi A6. So I sent this car for servicing, an interim service, and got out, didn't realize that the service engineer didn't fit the dipstick properly, and that caused the tip of the dipstick to burn for whatever reason. It's always advisable to check that the dipstick has been properly fitted, even because it's human error. It doesn't matter if you've got professionals servicing your vehicle, be that extra pair of eyes because there's oil that's spilled around the fan belt and whatnot. So I'll be pretty much just checking that the dipstick has been properly fitted and that I have the right amount of oil in the car. So I'll be taking off the cap to get some engine oil in. But before I do that, I'll be checking the min max levels, the minimum or maximum levels, on the dipstick to sort of like gauge the roughly the amount of oil that I would need, to top up the engine with. So I'll take out the dipstick and just do like, a rough check, to ascertain, the levels. And it's always best to check your engine level oil when the car is cool and not when it's hot because liquids or gases expand. You may not be getting an accurate measure on the gauge, but the car is cool here. So I'll take out the dipstick, get myself a tissue, wipe off the engine oil that I've got in the dipstick first, and then dip it back in to get more of an accurate measure. Um, if your car is moderately hot, it's always advisable to clean it and dip it in and take it out, and just to get a reading on a clean slate. But it should be good. I'm taking it out again just to make sure that I've got the right amount of oil, and I don't know if you can see it properly here. But basically, at the tip of your dipstick, you've got a min max levels, and basically you don't want it, below the minimum levels, and you don't want to over top up, way above the maximum levels, dipstick. So I think I can proceed from here to top up, with some oil. So I haven't got like a funnel here, so I've improvised. I've just cut off the the top quarter part of like a soda Coke bottle, and I'll be using that to funnel the oil through into the engine. But like you just get the appropriate tool, which is like a funnel. But in my case, sometimes I'd have to improvise to get the job done. If you're unsure of what engine oil you need, your local car shop should be able to use the reg of your car to ascertain exactly or specifically what engine oil you need. But in my case, it's this one, the 5W30. So just put the improvised funnel there. Depending on the amount of oil, just make sure that the can is slightly further from the hole in the funnel when you're pouring it in. Otherwise, you might have oil spilling all over the place. And if the can is almost somewhat finished, then you don't have to do that. But if it's full, just make sure the can is in front of almost like in front of the funnel, so that when the oil is dripping or pouring through, it's sort of like and pours in a backward direction as opposed to just flowing right through the whole of the funnel. So I've poured the amount of oil that I think is necessary. And if you don't want to overshoot or over top up the engine oil, just make sure that you're pouring it in very small amounts and just taking a measure with your dipstick, just to make sure that you're not shooting above the max levels. And once you're done, just clean around them plugs or wherever you've got them spilled, on the engine. And that's about it, really. If you found the information useful, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share, and hopefully catch up with you soon as I've got more upcoming videos. Thank you for your time, thank you for listening, and hopefully catch up with you soon. Goodbye.